I can only do it with one hand. All right.
Oh, I need a pointer. 1 second. Okay. Ready? So this big area right here is all cerebrum, and this guy all right here is cerebellum. Those are the two big parts. This right here is the corpus callosum. Then there's a wall that separates the two corpus callosums that you can break through, that I'm breaking through right now, and that's called septum pellucidum. Inside that, once you get past it, that's the lateral ventricle. So there's a lateral ventricle on the right and a lateral ventricle on the left, and those are ventricles 1 and 2. Now, inside the ventricles are lined with this dark stuff that I'm bringing out right here, and that's choroid plexus, which produces the cerebral spinal fluid that goes throughout the ventricles and runs in the subarachnoid space around the brain. Underneath that, you have the thalamus, right here. In between the thalamus and this corpus callosum, you have the third ventricle. And then the fourth ventricle is back here underneath the cerebellum. It's all of this space right here. So here was thalamus. Above the thalamus right here is the pineal gland, sometimes called the epithalamus. And then here's the thalamus again, and below that you have the hypothalamus. There are a couple things that you can't see with me holding it like this. Like here is where the optic nerve is, and so right here is the optic chiasm. Underneath here on the other side was the pituitary, and connecting the pituitary to the hypothalamus was a red piece. I don't know if you can see it, you can't. That was infundibulum. Behind the hypothalamus, but in front of right here, which is the pons, if you look here, there's this bulge, and that is the pons. Between the pons and the hypothalamus is cerebral peduncle, is this whole area. Behind the pons is medulla oblongata, that's underneath the cerebellum, and then once you get past the cerebellum, then you are spinal cord. Last few things are the inferior and superior colliculus. Up here, right here, is the superior colliculus, and this is the inferior colliculus. So then if you go to the sagittal cut, again, this is superior colliculus, and this is inferior colliculus.
I'm taking Bentley